When people first open a Linux terminal, it can feel intimidating, like staring into a black box where everything depends on strange words and cryptic symbols. But once you understand that the terminal is simply a direct conversation with your operating system, Linux becomes not just powerful, but incredibly logical. In this video, we're going to walk through 60 Linux commands you absolutely need to know, not as a boring list, but as a flowing journey through how real work actually gets done on a Linux system. By the end of this script, you'll understand how to move around the system, manage files, inspect hardware, control processes, work with users, handle networking, and even troubleshoot problems, all from the command line. Let's begin with the most fundamental idea in Linux: knowing where you are. The powdd command prints your current working directory. It tells you exactly which location in the file system you're standing in. This matters because almost every command you run depends on your current directory. Closely related to that is L, is the command you'll probably use more than any other. ls shows the contents of a directory, and with options like showing hidden files or long listings, it gives you a detailed snapshot of what exists around you to move between directories. You use cd, which changes your current directory. Together, pwdls and cd form the core of Linux navigation, allowing you to explore the file system like walking through rooms in a building. Once you know how to move around, you need to understand how to create and manage files and folders. The mkdir command creates new directories, while rmdar removes empty ones. For files, touch is often used to create an empty file or update its timestamp. To copy files or directories, cp is used, and to move or rename them, mv does the job. When you want to delete files or directories, rm is the command, and it's one you must treat with respect because Linux does not have a recycle bin by default. These commands together give you full control over file creation, organization, and cleanup. Viewing the contents of files is another essential skill. The cat command displays the entire contents of a file directly in the terminal. For longer files, less is far more practical, allowing you to scroll through content page by page. Head and tail let you see the beginning or end of a file, which is incredibly useful when working with logs. To count lines, words, and characters in a file, wc comes into play. Searching inside files is done with grep, one of the most powerful text processing tools in Linux, capable of finding patterns across thousands of files in seconds. Editing files directly from the terminal is where many beginners feel nervous, but it's a skill worth learning. The nano command opens a simple, beginner-friendly text editor. Vi or vim, while more complex, are extremely powerful and available on almost every Linux system. Even if you don't master vim immediately, knowing how to open, edit, and save files in a terminal editor is essential for system administration and development. Permissions are at the heart of Linux security, and understanding them is critical. The command command changes file permissions, allowing you to control who can read, write, or execute a file. Chown changes file ownership, which determines which user or group controls a file. The id command shows your user and group identity, while womi tells you which user you're currently logged in as. To temporarily gain administrative privileges, sudo is used, allowing you to run commands as the sudo. Understanding these commands helps you avoid permission errors and keep your system secure. Linux is famous for its process management, and several commands help you see what's running on your system. The ps command displays active processes, while top provides a real-time view of CPU and memory usage. atop, if installed, offers a more user-friendly alternative. To stop a process, kill is used, sending signals to running programs. The uptime command tells you how long the system has been running and gives a quick overview of system load, which is useful for performance monitoring. Disk usage and storage management are another area where the terminal shines. The df command shows how much disk space is available and used on mounted file systems. Do shows disk usage at the directory of file level, helping you track down what's consuming space. The mount command attaches file systems to the directory tree, while the mount safely detaches them. lsblk displays information about blocked devices like hard drives and SSDs, giving you a clear picture of your storage layout. Working with archives and compressed files is extremely common in Linux. The tar command is used to create and extract archive files, often combined with compression. gzip and gunzip compress and decompress files, while zip and unzip handle zip archives. These tools are essential for backups, software distribution, and file transfers. Networking commands allow you to inspect and troubleshoot connections. The IP command shows network interfaces, addresses, and routes, replacing older tools like if. Ping checks connectivity to another host. helping diagnose network issues. Curl retrieves data from URLs and is widely used for testing APIs and downloading content. Wet is another download tool, particularly useful for grabbing files from the web. Netstat or SSO network connections and listening ports, which is invaluable for server troubleshooting. Package management is one of Linux's strongest features. Depending on the distribution, commands like aptdnf or pacman allow you to install, update, and remove software. These commands connect to repositories, resolve dependencies automatically, and keep your system up to date. Understanding how to search for packages, install them, and remove them cleanly saves time and prevents system clutter. System information commands give you insight into your hardware and software environment. A name shows kernel and system information. Hostname displays or sets the system's network name. Free shows memory usage. While ASCII provides detailed CPU information. LSUSB and LSPCI list connected USB and PCI devices, helping identify hardware issues or drivers. User and session management commands are crucial on multi-user systems. The who command shows who is logged in. Dalby provides more detailed session information. Adduser and userdel manage user accounts. Password changes user passwords. These commands are essential for administrators managing servers or shared systems. Environment variables shape how your shell behaves, and commands like env print all current environment variables. Export allows you to set variables for the session. Echo displays text or variable values, and it's often used in scripts to show output or debug behavior. History shows previously run commands, making it easy to repeat or modify past work. Alias lets you create shortcuts for long or frequently used commands. Boosting productivity, the find command is one of the most powerful tools in Linux. It searches for files based on name, size, type, or modification time, and can even execute actions on the results. Combined with Zargs, you can build complex workflows that process large numbers of files efficiently. The locate command offers a faster alternative by searching an index, though it may not always be fully up to date. Redirection and piping are what truly make Linux commands feel like building blocks. The greater than symbol redirects output to a file, while double greater than appends to a file. The pipe symbol takes the output of one command and feeds it into another. This allows you to chain simple commands together to perform complex tasks, such as filtering logs, analyzing data, or automating work. Finally, help and documentation are always close at hand in Linux. The man command opens the manual pages for almost any command, providing detailed explanations and options. The help option built into many commands offers quick usage guidance. Knowing how to read manual pages empowers you to learn new commands independently and deepen your understanding over time. When you put all these commands together, Linux stops feeling like a collection of random tools and starts to feel like a coherent system designed for efficiency, transparency, and control. Each command does one thing well, and when combined, they allow you to manage everything from a personal laptop to massive servers powering the internet. Learning these 60 commands doesn't just teach you Linux, it teaches you a new way of thinking about computers, where you are in charge, where every action is explicit, and where understanding replaces mystery.